What is going on YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C Dub and I'm back at it with another video. Today what I want to talk about is my three secrets to my 120 pound weight, 25 pound weight loss, and I'll get at it right after this. Hey, what's going on YouTube and weight loss warriors? So the big question today is, what are my top three secrets to my weight loss, guys? And so I want to kick it off and get straight at it and let you guys know that everybody's weight loss journey is going to be different. These are just three things that I think are tips that help me. They could help you. If they do help you, make sure you throw me that thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment. And if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting on. Subscribe to your boy, man. But here's the basic deal. If you're in a weight loss journey, and my number one absolute tip, I don't care which direction you want to take it, through diet, through whatever, right? The number one thing that I'm going to suggest that you do is make small changes. And so what I mean by that is, if you're going into it, I think the number one thing, the reason people fail is because they jump in feet first or head first. They just go right after it. They want to switch their diet 100%. They want to go from, well, I've eaten anything I've ever wanted, to I'm going straight into being a vegan tomorrow, or I'm going straight into being a carnivore tomorrow, or I'm going straight into the keto diet tomorrow, or whatever it may be, or South Beach, or whatever. I'm diving in 100%. I'm going to wake up on Monday and I'm going to get started. And that whole mentality is tough. And then on top of that, not only am I going to change my entire diet, but I'm going to go running tonight, and I'm going to lift weights, and I'm going to go to the gym 6 times a week. And they get going, and that first week they are crushing it. And then the second week, and they get big results maybe even. You drop 10 pounds, bam, 1 week 10 pounds, boom, I'm the man. And then next week, I gained 1. And they're like, what? Or even if they lost 1, they're like, man, that was tough. I worked hard, I only lost 1 pound. They're not looking at the fact they lost 11 or 9. They're looking at, man, this is more difficult than I thought. And then week 3 comes around and it's even harder, and it keeps going. And then by a month into it, they're done. And so little teeny changes, guys. Rome wasn't built in one day. So don't expect that you're just going to be able to 180 everything you do. What I suggest is you do something simple like cut out sodas. Anything with a calorie. I'm no longer drinking anything with a calorie. I'm not going to put liquid calories in my mouth. And then boom, that's step 1. And then a week later, change something else to be step 2. And then a week later, change something else. And each week as you go along, design your own 12-week program and figure out what it is that you want to do over the course of 3 months, one step at a time. And then my next tip is that you make sure you're setting goals, guys, and not unobtainable, crazy, mega goals. I want little achievable goals. I want goals that I can do. I'm going to work at it and get it done. So when you can do that, it starts to build momentum. If you're making small changes and setting small goals, you start to correct yourself, because in some ways, when we're at all stages of our life, we're broken a little bit. And so when you're able to, and we're hard on ourselves. And so when you're able to make these small wins, you start to build momentum, and momentum starts to go, and that snowball starts to roll downhill, and it becomes a snow mountain. And that's the important thing. So you're making your small changes, and you're setting your goals. And that is just, that's the tip of the iceberg. So I want to briefly talk a little more about the goal setting, because I've seen channels where people will hop on there and say, I'm on a weight loss journey and I want to lose 50 pounds in 60 days. And you're like, what? And then they fail, and then they're wondering, well, I don't understand. Or they say, listen, I want to be, and they put a weight out there. I even met a woman recently that was asking me how I lost weight that was a fit woman. And she said, well, you think it would work for me? And I said, yeah, I think it works for everybody. And she says, well, I need to lose 15 pounds. And I asked her, she's probably 5 foot, let's say she's probably 5'4", maybe 5'5". And so I asked her, I said, well, what do you weigh right now? And she said, I weigh 125. And I said, so you want to weigh 110? And she was like, yeah, I want to weigh 110. And she was middle-aged, probably 45 years old. And I was like, wow, like 110, I think that's a little unobtainable. Sure, could she make 110 pounds? And I want to make this clear, sure she could. But can she maintain 110 pounds the rest of her life? No. So she wanted to maintain it the rest of her life. She wanted, to be able to do that. And I understand where she felt like she wasn't where she needed to be. But that amount of weight with her body would have dropped her. Probably her body fat percentage would have been way lower than the recommended body fat percentage. And she would have been having to struggle the rest of her life. So it's an unobtainable goal. So instead of looking at it that way, making it 2 pounds a week, making it a pound a week, those are obtainable, guys. Throwing a pound a week out there and working hard to get it, and if you get 8 pounds, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And you got to caution that I need to average a pound a week. So if I struggle the next week after losing 8 this week and I gain 1, it's not the end of the world because I still lost 7 over 2 weeks. And if you can have that mindset and you can make small obtainable goals, I think you're going to get there. And my last one, guys, you know it was coming, intermittent fasting. Guys, I have met people all over the place now that when I tell them what I do, the first thing they say is, I can't do it. And with that attitude, you absolutely can't do it. There's a fasting protocol out there that can fit you. And you got to go make it happen. I'm not telling everybody to jump on the OMAD train. I'm not telling everybody to drop on alternate day fasting or long-term fasting or any of that stuff. But what I'm saying is find some protocol that works for you and get using it because your body needs the break. And if you give your body the break 16 hours a day or more, you're going to get results. And if you can continue to keep your calories under control and not be ridiculous, I know there are people out there that believe you can eat anything, and I think that's ridiculous. But if you keep it going pretty good and you keep yourself in a fasted state, it's going to change everything for you. So those are my 3 tips, guys. I don't want to make it rocket science, but set yourself those small obtainable goals. Get yourself on some intermittent fasting protocol that's at least 16/8 or better. And again, the farther you're willing to take that, I believe the better off you are. And last but not least, don't change everything in one day. And with the intermittent fasting and that one together too, if you can't do 16, start 12 and 12. Get yourself going. Get yourself out there. Get a plan together, guys. So make a plan with your goals and work at them. And that is my 3 secrets to how I lost the weight, guys. And I think it's the 3 secrets for your success too. And everything else in the middle is your call. But set it up and set it up slow. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.